Welcome back to Daily DeFi. Today is May 24th of 2021, Friday. Hope everyone's doing well. Today we'll be discussing Reef, iExec, RLC, Ankr, some top news stories in the cryptocurrency industry, everything from FTX focusing on a new stablecoin, and how basically this new part of the industry, basically IPOs, are going to take up this mass amount of capital, which is $200 trillion. So pretty insane things. Yesterday, there was no Daily DeFi. Since I'm in America, I had to go out, shoot some guns. A lot of my family members and friends definitely enjoy their Second Amendment here in the United States. And when I'm back, I enjoyed as well. I personally am not a giant gun guy, but I like to know people that have these things, So let me know in the comments what you think about that. If you're in a place where you have firearms. Yesterday, I shot a flintlock, an AR, some like old World War I like bolt action gun, in the flintlock with like black powder, and then a bunch of like pistols and revolvers and stuff. But I've always been into I grew up hunting and fishing since I'm originally from here in Iowa. And I guess I've never really talked about that on this channel. So let me know in the comments what you think about those things. Back to DeFi Pulse. Okay, so $84.65 billion locked in decentralized finance, kind of back up there after that little Elon bounce. 17.31%. DeFi Pulse Index is at 629.67, up 11%. Yeah, everything's really recovered since yesterday. It was that short-term dip with Elon, so everything's kind of up. But really, you have to realize if you're just looking at the market today, you'd be, that's incredible, everything's up. But you don't realize that yesterday was a short-term dip. So that's why, again, looking at the at least weekly time frame, I prefer zooming all the way out. When you look at a chart on the just from a technical analysis standpoint, go to historical price chart and then start drawing out your key support and resistance lines. So basically you have context in the individual situation. Because again, if you're just looking at today and you don't know the overall historical context, you're kind of misinformed a bit. So about the same for NFT volume, $1.3 million. It's been like this, the past couple of weeks, honestly, around pretty much always above $1 million, except sometimes on weekends. Then CryptoPunks is pretty much always that top spot. So this is the first article from Decrypt. FTX and Circle partner to improve United States dollar stablecoin USDC. And I think this is great because there is some problem with USDT. So FTX bolstered its support for USDC through partnership with Circle. Because I know FTX used to use just USDT because I don't use it FTX as much anymore, just because I'm not trading as actively anymore. Just don't really need to. I still enjoy doing it. I still enjoy looking at the charts, but I'm not actively day trading as much, really just because of a lack of time. And I think now that they're adding this could be really incredible. I mean, I really think innovation in the stablecoin space is vital because to bring new people into the cryptocurrency market, you need to have people that understand how to use stablecoins because it's a very, very volatile market. You want to be able to pull profits, invest in something else, but also keep some capital kind of stable on the side that you can inject in when there is dips like yesterday, for example. So next article, Cointelegraph. So capture the industry. Token IPOs, not ICOs, but IPOs aim for a $200 trillion global capital market. So security token issuers say that the STO market needs greater liquidity to make a significant dent in the $200 trillion global capital market. Very interesting, very, very interesting. So if we go on here, so this is the Anrk token that's hoping to do this. So as previously reported, Anrk announced on May 3rd that it had completed the $125 million SEC approved token IPO. How awesome is that? I mean, I'm excited for this. I think it's the first token to go actually public, not an ICO, but an IPO. So pretty awesome. Any token can have an ICO. You can literally go start a token within an hour and make it an ICO, but to get listed on the public markets is pretty incredible. So like I said, everything is basically up. The only thing that's like not up is DAI, and that's a stable coin. I don't even know why they have stable coins on these things because it just confuses people. I was gonna say I was looking at the 24-hour. I'm like green. Oh, what's that red? It's like, oh, it's DAI. DAI is a stable coin. So I would actually, speaking of this article with FTX using USDC, I would like to see more exchanges starting to use DAI. If you don't understand DAI, let me know in the comments, and maybe I can make an individual video on it. But it's basically an ecosystem stablecoin that's not backed to an individual currency. It just remains the value of $1. So kind of confusing if you like go into it, but it's overall interesting. So first project, Ankr, ANKR. Love this one. Have been talking about it since 0.0001 cent. That's when I was originally getting into this. This has done a nice little, let's see, I was really into it in, it was when I was in Switzerland. So it would be right around here, September, August. Okay, I was in Switzerland going into Serbia, and I know it was, I think 0.001, and then back here is when, it's crazy. I mean, this one's done ridiculous gains. Ankr basically helps you run a node, but all online. Like it's basically for proof of stake networks. Ankr just lets you run a node, not having to have the actual physical miner. You basically buy a node, and you can do this, for example, with Ethereum. Whereas if you just go normal Ethereum mining or running a node rather, you have to have at least 32 ETH to stake it because they're moving to proof of stake. So iExec RLC, this one's working with kind of different entities around the world. I covered this one in a previous Daily DeFi, 51% up on the daily. I think this project can be massive. Like this project, I really see the use case for something like this, the real world use case for iExec RLC, which if you're confused on, just let me know in the comments. I can make a detailed video on it. The sad part about Daily DeFi is I always try and keep these around like 5 to 10 minutes, so I can't go insanely into detail about certain things. But basically, iExec RLC is an incredible blockchain technology project that actually has real-world use cases versus a lot of other projects that they say a bunch of things. They say like, oh, we're the fast, we're the most scalable, we're the most secure blockchain. But at the end of the day, they don't really follow up. And iExec is actually doing real things, making waves in the market. Volume's up 200%. I mean, congrats to anyone who's holding iExec RLC over the past, really 2 weeks. That's been a pretty crazy move in the past 2 weeks. Wow. Okay, so Reef, if we look at REEF, let's see, right around 4 cents, up about 13% on the daily. This is a project, again, tracking for a long time. Made multiple videos on it. They're doing really, really great things in the Polkadot ecosystem, in my opinion. So that's basically it for today's Daily DeFi. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on anything, what you think about, if you're a place where you can have firearms, because I haven't shot one in a while, since I was overseas. So it is kind of fun to be back and getting to do some of those things. So anyways, again, that's all for this one. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, button all, invest global, and until next time.